So, let's talk about the Batman. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be giving my complete thoughts on the Batman. And it's going to be spoilers, of course, because the movie's been out for about a month now. And if you have seen the movie, go ahead and comment down below. What are your overall thoughts of this movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And go ahead and tell me where this ranks on your Batman ranking. And let's get on with the video. And the first thing is, I really like the dark and serious tone that the movie gives off from the very beginning. Like the first scene, like you know what kind of movie this is, and that how seriously they are taking this version of the Batman. And I'm really glad that we finally got the detective Batman story where he is this great detective trying to solve the riddles and find out who the Riddler is, as well as find out some new, as well as find out new information about his parents, mainly his dad, when he was running for mayor, and that for a little bit he thinks that he's not this all great guy. All of a sudden, I'm also really glad that there wasn't just like one or two crooked cops in this version, but it was all the popular public figures in Gotham with the mayor, commissioner, DA, all all working for this crime mob boss Falcone. I also really like the few monologues we got from Batman in this movie. I think it really worked real well, especially like the first one where it caught us up, like what's been going on, how long he's been Batman, and really how everybody's taking Batman. Like especially with the back signal comes on, and he's like, "It's a warning," is what it really means when the signal comes on. And you see all these different crimes taking place, and then all of a sudden they look up in the night sky and they see the bat signal, and they kind of look in these dark places, these dark alleys and stuff like that, and they don't know what to think. They don't know if the Batman's coming to get them or not. And you can tell that he's already played a huge part with the crime going on in the city. But like he says in the trailer, and in the subway in the early parts of the movie, he's vengeance. He's not the hero Gotham needs him to be until the end of the movie, and I love that so much. Like at the end of the movie, he finally is the hero that Gotham needs, and not just vengeance. I also like that the cops don't really trust him in the beginning. Like only Gordon is the only one that really talks to him, knows a little bit about him, and has like worked with him up to this point and trust him. And like these other cops, like, man, what's he doing here at the crime scene? Like, this ain't for him. He's not one of us. He's not a cop. But when, but at the crime scene, there's a letter that says to the Batman. I think that the Penguin being a side villain was a great addition to this movie. Colin Farrell played him outstanding. The makeup and all just looked so good on him. He didn't really look recognizable, which is an outstanding job by the makeup department crew. Outstanding job to them. I really liked Catwoman in this as well, and that early on when she's helping Batman, that she's not helping him just to help him out, but she's helping him to try to find out what happened to her friend. She's doing it for her own motives, which I really like. And everybody talks about, and everybody knows that's seen this movie, the incredible car chase. This is like probably the best car chase in any of these movies. Any of the Batman movies, of course, but personally, I really like this one as one of the. I think one But personally, I think this is one of the best car chase scenes in all movies. I mean, it was so great. The way they shot the sequence and everything like that. I also really loved how once the Riddler is caught and put into the asylum, that his plan's not over. That he's got his followers carrying out his last plan, which is flooding part of Gotham and taking out the mayor elect. And I loved how in the arena they're all dressed like him, taking people out, and that shot where Batman just drops down from the ceiling, I thought was epic. I thought that was so cool. And just when they asked the last guy that Batman just about killed, like beat the living crap out of him, who he was, and he says, "I'm vengeance." I'm like, whoa, holy cow! This Batman's been vengeance the whole time, but also the Riddler, his follower's been vengeance too, and the Riddler's kind of been vengeance too. With the people that he's went after in the movie, that they were corrupt. They were not all good people, but they didn't really need to. But he went about it like in this weird, strange way, just like the way he took him out and taking him out in general. Um, I think this is a near perfect film. Um, if not perfect. There is only like one setback to this movie for me, and it doesn't take the enjoyment out of the movie for me or nothing like that. But it is in an intense sequence where Batman is trying to figure out who the rat is from the DA, and he won't spill who it is. He's got the bomb around his neck, and clock's ticking down, and he's like right there in his face, and he won't tell, and the bomb goes off, and Batman gets blown across the church, and he's knocked out, and so you go ahead and you go to the next scene. He's like waking up in the police station in this room, surrounded by a whole bunch of cops, and the only thing I got with that, well, the only thing that I kind of spotted in that is that like he wakes up and like there's like nothing, no scars, no damage like to the bottom of his face that is unprotected from the bomb, because like he was right there in the guy's face and just blew up. And also like he just been knocked out, don't know how long, but long enough for him to be taken to the police station from the church, and no one's like kind of looked to see who Batman is. No one's tried to take a look under the cowl of who Batman is, and I was like, But then there's like one guy when he wakes up, he's like, one guy when he's about to wake up, he's like, let's just see who it is or something. I'm like, well, might not do that earlier, but that's not a big gripe or nothing like that. It's like nitpick or something like that, but overall, I mean, I ain't got really nothing else to take bad or negatively in this movie, which I don't even think what I said is real negative about it. I think this is truly one of the best comic book movies, one of the best Batman movies, for sure. Right now, my Batman ranking is like, it's almost number one. It's just behind one other one at number two. But who knows? If I watch it a few more times, it could jump up to number one on my list. We'll just have to see. Time will tell. So, overall, this is a great Batman movie. I love the dark and serious tone of it. And Batman's character arc. I know that Bruce Wayne wasn't too much of a factor in the movie. but I feel like he's going to be a much bigger deal and play a key part in the next one. And I think he will start trying to help out as Bruce Wayne as well. Start coming out more and contributing more. But Batman's whole arc from vengeance to hero, then I just thought it was brilliant and great to watch that journey and that arc in the movie. And a few more quick things. Robert Pattinson was outstanding as Bruce Wayne and the Batman. He's one of my favorites already as playing the Batman. And seeing the Batmobile was just awesome. The way they introduced it in the movie and in the scene. And how I just love how it was just a souped up muscle car. It just looked so good, so cool. I wish I had one. And it was also great to see this version of Gotham with the atmosphere and style it gives off throughout the whole movie. It was really nice to see. It looked great. And as well, Matt Reeves, he delivered big time in this movie. He's done it again. He's got a bunch of great movies, and to me, this one is my favorite one of his so far. I just think it's an outstanding movie, a masterpiece in itself. But overall, my ranking on this movie is an A plus, 9.5, and you should definitely go check this out. I think this is going to be one of the best movies of the year. I know it's still real early, and that we still got a bunch of great movies coming out this year. But at the end of the year, I think this is still going to be one of the best movies, if not the best movie, to come out this year.